Hey friends, today we want to go inside Rocky's toy box and show you everything that Kiddyland has to offer. Our first ride is going to be the iconic boats. Everybody has pictures of themselves, their kids, their grandkids on these boats. This ride is great even for babies who are just sitting up steadily on their own. They're able to ride, especially if you have a big cousin or a friend or a sibling to ride with them. You cannot get enough pictures of your kids on these boats, ringing the bells. They are just some of the absolute best memories that I think I have of Caroline at the park, and of pictures of me and my sister also riding these boats when we were small. Okay, next up are the wild wagons. What the heck are those? We always call them the whips. I don't know if they're actually ever called a whip. Fun fact about these, if you look at the plates on there, they are tagged Coney Island. And the story goes that Mr. Spackman bought these and they were actually part of a kid's tilt-a-whirl. Now, when they got to the park, there were problems assembling it in a tilt-a-whirl fashion. And so being the creative that he was, he designed the layout for the ride as we know it. And it basically just goes in a circle pretty quickly. Now, this is not one that I would put a baby on, but if you've got a pretty sturdy, like 2 or 3-year-old, I think you're okay. They say you can't hear a picture, but tell me when you see this that you don't hear those horns. With the different seating options, this ride is great for kids of a multitude of ages. And the planes. There were original planes there back in the 80s. I know at least the 80s because that's when I was riding them. And these are the upgraded versions that have been there for a couple of years at least. And these are now tucked into the back of Rocky's toy box, which is a great place for it. It's nice and quiet-ish back there, as quiet as it can be with roller coasters zipping around overhead. But it works. The kids really like this one. This is another great ride if you've got siblings, if you've got cousins. 2 people can go in the plane, in one plane at a time. And it's a very gentle ride. You go in circles, you make new friends. It's easy, it's peasy. Everybody loves it. Great pictures available on these rides as well. You'll see if you watch all of our videos, this is a must for us. Now, in the very back of Rocky's toy box, you're going to find the Rockin Tug and the Crazy Carp. Who are we kidding? They're not the Crazy Carp. It's Winky, okay? It's Winky the whale. It always will be Winky to us. But these are 2 really fun rides the kids enjoy, and actually adults are able to go on these. So if you've got a little one that's a little skeptical of the ride, go on it with them, especially the Rockin Tug. I will tell you, that ride is a lot of fun. Now, personally, on Winky, I'm not sending little kids on. My daughter has been on it almost as soon as she could sit up. She would ride it with her aunt. It's a little jerky. It's not a ride that I really enjoy. But just because I don't enjoy riding it doesn't mean that she doesn't. Oh my gosh, the Rockin Tug. This is so much fun. And I feel like this is one of those transitional rides. The little ones can go on it, but they do get a little bit more scared. As they get older, they really seem to enjoy it more. And I feel like once this is an easy ride for them, then you're ready for something more like the Sea Dragon. But this one is really, really fun. Even for me, I love going on it with her. And this is her new favorite this year, I think. We've been on it a lot. Okay, the Frog Hopper or Leapfrog, whatever you prefer. I'm realizing now how many of these rides have different names either to us or actually different names. But either way, this is a ride that goes up and down. It's kind of like your Double Shot or your Tower of Terror, that kind of ride. We were not huge fans of it this year. And I do think that an adult can go on the ride if you're seated in the middle. I chose to not even ask and just let her do this on her own. And I'm not sure that she's real eager to try it again. But maybe we'll be brave. I don't know. This one has been around for a while. It's never super busy. And I don't know. I don't know that this one is like in my top 5 favorites. Oh, the cars, everybody loves the cars. This is another great one for little kids or those just starting to get bigger or multiple ages going together. And just like the boats, this is one of those iconic rides that you have to put your kid on. You have to take the pictures. You just have to because it's the cars. And another classic is the Carousel. This year it is revamped with fresh paint, fresh lights, everything on it is just shiny and new. And it's a classic. It's great for all ages. The whole family can go on and enjoy this. The only downside of that is there's nobody on the outside to take your picture then. So definitely bring a friend that you don't mind if they're excluded from your family picture. That sounds terrible, but oh well. What can you say about a carousel? Like really, it is iconic. And the last stop on our tour of Rocky's Toy Box is the train. The train starts in Kiddyland and it goes all the way around to the peninsula. You are going to be under the giant gondola wheel where there is another station and you can get off or you can stay on and continue the ride back to Kiddyland. Okay guys, that is your tour of Kiddyland, aka Rocky's Toy Box, whatever you want to call it. As we have found out, people call everything different names. But that is it. I hope that was helpful for you. If you've got a little one or you're planning a family trip, you can see all the rides in Kiddyland. There are a couple of transitional rides that are also good for younger riders, but we're going to do a whole separate video on that, so stay tuned. And that's it. Let me know below in the comment section what your favorite Kiddyland ride is, maybe a favorite memory. Did you ever get to grab the brass ring on the carousel? Because that was an actual thing at Indiana Beach, so I would love to hear about it if that has ever been a thing that you got to do. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe below, and we will see you real soon.